All right, so today's day I'm actually looking forward to with our Project 55. It's going off to our paint shop. Now, GCR's Collision Center up in Millersburg, PA, has done all the paint work for CJ's for years. They've painted all of our SEMA builds and a bunch of other stuff for us, so I know they're doing an absolutely killer job on this car, and I can't wait to see it painted. Now, when we first put this car up and told you about the project, a lot of you asked what I was going to do with it, and we asked your opinion. Do you want to see it restored, race car, whatever? Well, today we're going to give you a little bit of insight on what we're actually going to do with the car. Now, we are doing what I'm going to consider to be a resto mod. I was originally going to restore the car to original. That was the plan. The car has 170,000 miles on it. It's been in at least 3 accidents that were reported. The originality, in my opinion, is gone, and so was the value. So why not have a little bit of fun and make the car everything the 93 Cobra was, and maybe even a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to beef up the engine bay. The engine's going to get rebuilt. We're going to add some cubic inches. I'm not going to tell you how many just yet, but we're going to put some better heads on it, and we're going to put a Vortec Heritage Series supercharger, which I'm really excited about. You guys saw the engine bay. We smoothed that out, so it should look really killer when it's done. As far as the interior goes, TMI has been with us for a long time. We've done tons of videos with them. They knew about this project and immediately wanted to make a custom interior for the car. I always liked the opal gray. I like the original color of the interior. I didn't want a stock interior, but I don't want to go too far away. TMI knew we were doing this project. Waylon's always been great to us, and he hit me up and said, hey, we want to make you a custom interior for this car. So we're going to use the original opal gray as a base, but add a little bit of different contrast colors to make it really a custom interior. And that interior will be made specifically for this car. Then once it's finished, it will be available here at CJ Pony Parts. Beyond that, we're going to do a couple other custom features. Like you said, I showed you the Cervini's hood. We want a custom hood. Everything else in the body, though, I'm keeping original. And we're going to restore all the original panels, so all the ground effects and everything will all be the original panels on the car. Underneath the car, again, we're going to do some upgrades. I mean, the suspension's got a lot of miles on it. So we reached out to iBock. They're going to send us their Pro Street S coilover kit, and we worked with Bear Brakes to make a custom set of Bear brakes that are going to fit underneath the Cobra wheels, keeping the factory appearance with much better braking, and they will be available here at CJ Pony Parts. We also reached out to Mishimoto for some cooling, and plenty of other manufacturers are on board to give us some custom parts for this car. Really excited to get this going, but the first thing we're going to do is get it painted. All right, so we're up here at Millersburg, Pennsylvania at GCR's Collision Center. Now, Gary here's the owner and has painted, I don't even know how many cars for us, every custom car we've done since 2014, I think, at this point. And he is the guy I'm trusting with my Cobra here. Now, what do you think of the car so far? I mean, you saw it before when we just got it, but now that it's apart, anything surprising, any challenges you see here you weren't ready for besides the firewall damage, obviously?
No, everything's looking real good. Just a couple little dings to take care of.
A lot of our viewers had watched, and I showed that damage to the firewall. And ours is probably the worst one I've ever seen, but it has happened before. What are your thoughts on how to fix that? I mean, we were going to do it. We ran out of time. I'm going to trust you with that, but what are your thoughts there?
Well, we're going to get in underneath there. You can get full access to everything there. So what we're going to do is get in there, hammer dolly, get everything nice and straight.
Okay, and as far as engine bay goes, we actually had a few of our viewers that were upset that we did this to a Cobra, but we wanted to be a little bit smoother and cleaner when it's done. Have you ever done stuff like this with an engine bay on a Fox before? Have you worked on a Foxbody? Have you ever had one of these before?
We haven't had a Foxbody in the shop.
Okay, I know you guys have tons of classics here. There's Mach 1s, there's a whole bunch of Mustangs behind me right here too. I mean, the Foxes, I guess, are classics at this point, so I might start seeing more of them. And what do you think timeline-wise? Because obviously this is my car. I'm very excited to get it back. We talking, is this a 4-week process, 6 weeks, 8 weeks? What do you think?
We'll probably have it about 8 weeks.
About 8 weeks?
We'll take the whole car completely apart,
okay,
have everything painted up, put it all back together, and then repaint the outside. So all the jams, interior, everything will be painted.
Now, we've tried to give you guys a video at least once a week whenever possible on our projects. We know you guys want to see what we're doing with it and stay in the loop. Now, the car going to paint, obviously the car is not going to be here for probably about 8 weeks until it's actually finished. But don't worry, we still have plenty of things we're going to do. We're going to reupholster the seats and do a video on that. We're going to rebuild the transmission, and again, do a video entirely showing you how front to back to rebuild your T5 transmission. Probably the next thing we're going to do, though, the next episode, is get back down to the machine shop and work on the engine. We're going to get that block cleaned up. We're going to restore our original Cobra intake, and we're going to talk more in depth about the internals that are going to go into the car. We're going to do upgraded pistons, upgraded rods, and basically make this motor make more power than stock. Our goal is about double the original 245 horsepower.